Well, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to a beautiful, Wednesday the 17th of July. It is 66 degrees at the moment. I don't know what the temperature is supposed to, I think it's only supposed to be like 81 or something. It's going to be nice and cool today. Noticeably cooler than yesterday. Feels great out here right now. The humidity feels real low. Feels like a day to go take off somewhere on a motorcycle. That's what I'm thinking. But gotta pay the bills. So I gotta go to the good old JOB today. All right, let's see what happens. Let's roll. 72 degrees and mostly sunny. Got little floaters here and there. Supposed to be 85 here in Ventulo. But like I said at home, it's about 10 degrees cooler all around.
Yeah, nice.
That'll feel nice. It'll be just that perfect weather.
Yeah.
So it's really nice.
80s are good.
Yep. 80s is good. The season starts. It's got to be 70s because 80s is too hot.
Yeah.
Now that you've been in the 90s, the 80s is great.
Yeah.
Funny how you change. Well, Mama,
Yes, a hub.
it's hump day.
Yes, it
Yep.
is.
Save yourself a nice hump day. You'll have more people to help.
Yeah.
It won't be quite so chaotic today.
So crazy. Yeah.
So I'll talk to you as the day goes on.
All right. Sounds
All
like a
right.
plan.
Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Back to the old demo once again. Got scheduled back in for a tire and brakes. Look at them rear pads. Man, she was a few good stops away from being metal to metal. There's literally like no pads left on that thing. It's amazing. Perfect timing for him to bring it in here. Just got a shiny new CAD on there. There's the one that came off. She was bald as a billiard. That's that ride on in there. She's got new brakes in the rear, new tire, belts tensioned and aligned correctly. Now we're doing the front pads. 2 new sets of pads, do the front Brimbos, and there'll be taillights down the road. Go out and enjoy some riding in this less than smoking hot weather. It's actually quite nice out there today. All right, just letting you know what I was doing today. The bag recall has been canceled. There is a official stop sell. We don't know what's going to happen to these sets. Apparently they're still not working. I found some things when I was putting that thing together that if you do it right by the bulletin, the lid will open. There's 2 things, bags falling off in the lids. Well, the bag falling off part is cured, but the lids aren't staying shut. And I know exactly why. If you follow it right by that bulletin, I know exactly why. Because it does it like every time. And it's just something you gotta change up. But none of that matters anymore because they're canceled and there's no resolution expected for this year. If you already have them, they'll send you a strap to wrap around the bag so that it doesn't accidentally come undone. I knew looking at that bulletin, I'm going, I guarantee people are going to do it just like the bulletin says. It binds up one of the latches that holds it shut. I had to do something just a little bit different than what they said. Worked perfect. Absolutely perfect. I found a problem with it right away. With the first step. For the lid. Bam, went right to it. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I found a solution that will work, guaranteed to work. And so I didn't think nothing of it. And all of a sudden, this bulletin pops up. That's the end of it. Insurance guy's in for him. This guy hit something, bent his wheel. And so I don't know if it's getting approved. However they do that, I don't know. They don't tell us the info. Next thing I know, the parts will show up and I'll be fixing it. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that part of it anymore. Did that for many, many, many years. Dealing with all the logistics. No wonder my brain is melted. Too many numbers, too many customers, and too many balls you had to keep in the air back in those days. But Let's get this thing down the road. This is the task at hand. Look at that crazy clean 2014. I thought it was a special series. It's just the that whatever they called that color with the burgundy seat. The 2020 demo is getting ridden once again. Boy, them new pads, they definitely need some scrubbing in. Just rolling the thing off my bench is like, whew, that thing has like no brakes. It don't take long though. But well, you do something like brakes and you take it for a test ride anyway. Alright, I got it. I see somebody coming, but I'll beat them. So the tire has those, you know how new tires have the little nipples. I guess it's where they inject whatever, you know. Anyway, when you put a new tire on these things, it rubs that a little Kydex belt guard that you put in there. Most people don't notice it. It goes away. If you roll it around in your shop or something, they'll notice it. So I decide to, you know, make the plunge and go ahead and get the serpentine belt and the third clutch pressure switch. And what was the other thing? That was the third. Oh yeah, the oil and washers and stuff for doing a tranny flush. It's gonna service the old CRV. And probably the most common thing on those, you know, the Elements and the CRVs that, I mean, for years, the Honda shop down the street doesn't have that pressure switch in stock. You can buy them things aftermarket, but unless you like, you know, crawling there and taking that thing out multiple times, just buy the Honda part. It's been updated. Like years ago it got updated. The bore and the pressure switch is probably twice the diameter that the stock one is. And I look down there and see it. They changed colors. They're now kind of a cream color. Look at that already. The brakes are feeling good. But the stock ones were green. That doesn't mean somebody hasn't replaced it, but that's been, geez, almost 20 years since that thing got updated, or maybe it's more than 20 years. It's been a long time since those switches. Actually, there's the number 2 clutch pressure switch is one that'll kick off as well. It's a P0 485. That's the third clutch. 483 I think is the second clutch, and 481 is the number 1 clutch. But the number 3 is the most common, and number 2 being second. There's some guy on YouTube. If you do a search, he was replacing the third clutch pressure switch, but actually was replaced the number 2 clutch pressure switch. I don't know if the switches are the same part number. If not, I guess he probably figured that out at some point, because he was having a P0 485, and yeah, you didn't fix it. That code's gonna come back up because you put it in the wrong one, in the wrong hole. That serpentine belt, it just it looks like at some point there was a leak, and it just kind of deteriorated, oddly enough, the outside of the belt. The inside of the belt looks good, but I mean, we've probably, since we've had it, probably put, I don't know, 50, 60,000 miles on it. Man, we used to drive that thing a lot. So another thing, the reason I'm doing this is we're so right side up in that MDX that we're actually thinking about selling it and putting the cash in the bank and sell it for quite a bit less than what we owe on it. Remember I told you the financing on that thing was 1.3%, and for whatever reason, and the guy was explaining it to me and saying that, he goes, this is some kind of a special thing that Acura or Honda Finance, it's going through Honda Finance, you know, Acura is owned by Honda. And anyway, he was saying something about the interest rate and, you know, the whatever, you know, the numbers were right. The interest rate was incredible, you know, so we jumped on it. And every month, I think it's like a 5-year note, and it's you know, her trying to take a left out of here, it's going to be kind of tricky, so I'm going to slip on over. There we are, we're good. So anyway, it's $11.50 or something a month for 5 years, and it was like 70 grand or something for it. But anyway, $47 a month goes to interest. Just $47. And the rest goes, you know how usually you pay all the interest up front and it's slowly towards the end, you know, the interest is low and the principal's high. So every time I make a car payment, you know, Experian and Karma, Credit Karma and all those things going, you have substantially paid off your auto loan. Every month it blows up. Great job. No, I just made a payment. But anyway, and that it was doing that, you know, it's almost a 1-to-1 payment practically. So we're really right side up on that thing. I think we have 20 months left, and it's paid off. But, you know, she turned 70,000 miles on the way to work today. She needs tires and dadgum rock, as with every one of our cars. Comes up and whacked our windshield. Now the thing's more than halfway across, and so it needs tires and a windshield. That's it. All the other service stuff is up to date. Super easy to maintain those things. They're absolutely user-friendly cars, the Hondas are. So we don't know what we're gonna do. I think we're just gonna sit and, you know, instead of buying new, just kind of ponder and wait and watch and see what pops up. And hopefully that old raggedy old CRV will hang tight for a while. I'd hate for something to go wrong with it and then you end up into, you know, like a panic thing trying to get a car. That's never a good thing when you're panicking for a car. But you spend a few days riding to work in the heat, or God forbid the wintertime in the rain and stuff, you start to panic. Wow. Oh, mail dude. Holy moly. I guess it's good reason you got your flashers on. I don't think you're doing any mail stuff. Maybe your truck's broke or something. Let's do the alley. Watch this white van. He's closing on me quick. So we're thinking about doing that. I think we've kind of decided we're probably gonna do that. And another thing, you know, Kelly goes, on enough we're talking about that, and she says, why don't we sell the Himalayan, her Himalayan? She goes, I just don't ride it. Ever since she's had that crash, she's scared to death of it. And she just, we go out, you know, some of the stuff we don't even record because I got to kind of coach her a little bit. She can't get it out of her head that thing's gonna do that again to her. You know, she's she was, you know, kind of getting back into riding motorcycles when she did that. So, you know, mistakes would happen, you know. Well, she's riding, she loves flirty. I said, you're riding the same thing minus, you know, the two wheels in the back. Rides the Grom, no problems with that. Something about the Himalayan, but anyway. And she suggested that we should tell the peeps. Is anybody interested in that? That's a little bit of all over the place riding there, isn't it? So, if any of you guys are interested in a 2021 red and black Himalayan, LS 411, or LS 410 is its actual name, other than the Himalayan, even though it's a 411 cc's. But anyway, with the bags and everything's done to it, looks like it's, you know, in good shape. It doesn't even have 1,000 miles on it. I don't even think it might have 600 miles on it. That thing just hasn't been ridden. So it's just sitting there. It should go to a home that somebody can enjoy it for what it is. Fabulous bike. The thing runs like a top, you know, with the booster plug and all the stuff it did to it. She's been lowered a little bit, but I have all the takeoff stuff, even the EVAP canister, if you're crazy enough to want to put that back on there, which is never a need. I put those heated grips on it. I'll just leave them there as well. They're quick release. You unplug them and they just Velcro on. Throw them in the saddlebag. Use them when you need them. Anyway, thanks for coming along for another ride on the demo, and that's gonna be it. They'll probably come pick it up, I don't know, tonight or tomorrow, and she'll go back to their home. All right, thanks for coming along for the ride. Well, hello there, YouTube. Wow, nice. I don't know what the temperature is, but it feels really good out here.
Yes, it does.
I imagine it's around 80 or something. Just feels perfect. It's like no humidity. It's just nice. We swung by the Honda auto store, our part of our group there, and I'm glad we get a discount. That
stuff was spendy, even with the discount.
Yeah, that third clutch pressure switch was $106
for a low switch.
Yeah. But anyway, so I got everything we needed. They had it in stock. There was a misunderstanding. She thought I needed two, and she says I only have one. Kelly was busy when she called and all that stuff. But anyway, it was really cool. Got all the stuff we need. And yeah, it's a good day today. It's busy with Spyder stuff, tire changes and brakes, and messing with them daggum BMW bags that for nothing now.
Yeah.
And I know I can make them work, but still can't sell them. It's an official stop sale. We can't sell them no matter what. But anyway, I think on that we're just gonna bounce out.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Thursday or Friday.
Heck yeah. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you in the morning.
Bye-bye now.